potatoes. What do you call those little things in the morning?
Hash browns.
Hash browns and stuff like that in the morning. So, definitely get over there and check them out.
I can't see coming up.
And of course, they have the veggie burgers that Slick loves so much.
When you go in and say, I want a veggie burger like Slick. I want a Slick veggie burger.
Oh, boy.
No, seriously.
So let's get into it. So Rick Ross, remember yesterday I was telling you guys about Rick Ross and how he made some statements about women. He was asked why he has never signed any female rappers to his label, and he replied by saying, because I feel as if I would have slept with them. Mm-hmm. Now, he is now apologizing for those comments because the internet dragged him to death. And he apologized via Facebook, so I just want to read part of the apology. He said, I want to address an insensitive comment I made on a very sensitive issue, especially in a minority-dominated industry like hip-hop. My entire empire's backbone is led by two of the strongest people I know, and they happen to be women.
His
my
mother and his sister.
And his sister, right?
Nice.
The operation wouldn't run without them, and I have the highest regard and respect for women in this industry. I have a daughter myself, and my most cherished gift in the world. He goes on to saying, he doesn't believe that those things that he said was not his belief, and he actually regrets saying what he said. And he also says that he will continue to support female rappers and stuff like that.
He's just being gangster.
Okay, so this is where I'm torn on it, right? Even though he was being honest, right?
But he's being honest for real.
It's just like Trump. You being honest that you don't like Mexicans.
Right.
Does that make it right that you don't like Mexicans? No, but you're being honest, right? But that doesn't mean I cannot now state my opinion about you because you're being honest.
True.
So I don't think you can be honest,
I think
but then you have to deal with the consequences of being or of saying those things.
But don't you think he was actually going off of a feeling? He works with you see a hot female, and you're working in the studio with her, and things might just happen. And then when things happen, it gets dirty, it gets drama starts to unfold and all kind of things. So I think he was more talking about how he felt and the reason why it felt safer. But he could have put it and worded it much better than that.
Yeah, I think he definitely should. I think he tried to say it as a joke, and it sounds like guy talk. Like that's barbershop talk. That's guy talk for men. That's like men to men talk. But then the problem was he did it on a large enough platform that women could hear, and women should never hear the kind of conversation that go on in a barbershop.
The brat actually.
So I think that's why it's like we're sitting here like, nah, he was just being honest. But at the same time, it's like because of that, and people hearing it, everybody's sensitive. So I think that he definitely should have worded it better since he was on such a large platform.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you don't do damage.
The pioneer, the brat, she actually put out a video that was just bashing him.
Oh.
That was bashing him?
Oh.
But then, because you understand, it's already hard for females, and they talk about it a lot, how it's harder for them to get the same recognition that men get. Literally, me and Slick has talked about this many times. A man can go on the stage just dressed in whatever, and if a woman does the same thing, it's looked at completely different.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because of all of those stigmas about women, and then for you as Rick Ross to have such a big platform, and then kind of,
say something like that.
Yeah. So I get it. Yeah. Anyway, so that's our first sorry. Our next sorry is Amber Rose. She is sorry because she went on Drink Champs recently. She did an interview, and she basically was saying where she grew up was she grew up in Philadelphia, and the part of Philadelphia where she grew up, she was treated a little different because she was blessed with BB. And she made a comment saying that the people that is from that area are not attractive.
The word she used was traditionally
attractive.
Yeah, but that was I know it's
that?
sensitive.
So then Tori Hart, which is Kevin Hart's ex-wife, she really went in on her, and she blasted her, saying that you know, she feels as if maybe she's been in the industry too long and all these guys have gassed up her head and made her feel like the most prettiest person in the world. But she then said, you know, it has a lot of women in Philadelphia that are very beautiful.
Yeah.
So, okay, this is what...
She didn't say Philadelphia.
She said the part of Philadelphia
that she was from.
Okay, so...
And she's speaking from a personal experience. So I can't sit here and say, hey, listen, you didn't get picked on, because she's saying, hey, listen, everybody liked me. Everybody wanted to be around. I look pretty to everybody and everybody else. So, and I got a lot of negativity from that.
Right.
You know what I mean? And she still does. I still hear it every day, every other day. I hear people talking about Amber Rose like, oh my God, boom, 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 boom. But then, you know, anyways.
But again, it's how you say it, you know.
Okay, so
sensitive.
I think that's what I think. I think what she was trying to say is that because she looks the way she looks, okay, so if you grow up in a poor neighborhood, right? Normally you don't have the money or the funds to kind of keep up a look, you know? And because she's just naturally gorgeous, I think maybe that intimidated people. I just think that the way it came out was not the way she meant it. I honestly feel that. I don't think she was trying to say like people. I don't think she was trying to say people to where I'm from is ugly. I think she was trying to say where I was from is that like I stood out.
Right.
That's what I think she was trying to say. But you gotta be careful. Now she did try to go back and clarify what she was trying to say.
But then to me, she said it as how traditionally they aren't, you know.
Traditionally not attractive.
Not, and you know, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So I guess she's saying that traditionally there weren't people that looked like me, that everybody was drooling over.
That's what she should have said.
And because of that, you know, that caused. But I mean.
But she has a different background.
True.
Like her parents are, you know, from wherever they're from. So it's not as if. I get what she was saying.
I understand what she was saying. I think that everybody's too. I still feel like that was a sensitive. Like you guys are getting sensitive now.
Touchy.
Stop being so damn touchy. You all know what she meant. We don't. It's not all right. So this is the thing about communication, and we're in communication, so I understand this the most. If me, Tia, and Gina are all talking about something, I might say something that is offensive, but it's up to you to now take away and be like, you know, I understand what he means by it.
Right.
And that's only, and I always feel like it's communication is also about understanding.
Perception.
And understanding. You just got to be like, okay, well, I understand what you mean.
Okay, so this is the thing with Amber Rose. If you had just seen that video, if that's the only video you've seen of her, then you would take it how a lot of people took it. But because I've seen like multiple interviews where she's talked about like how she was bullied in school, and because like she was pretty, she was labeled, you know, promiscuous and stuff like that, and because the guys liked her, a lot of females looked at her as, you know, she was doing things and she was a virgin, she said, throughout high school.
Right.
And because you know all this background of Amber Rose, that's the reason why I knew where she was coming from.
Right.
And because I've actually seen it happen where like when I grew up in high school, like you have a really gorgeous girl, she stands out from the rest, you know, she's blessed with beauty, and the guys just are attracted to her.
Right.
Like you can't, and females feel intimidated by that, and they tend to, you know, say
try to discredit it. Try to discredit her beauty. Bottom line, you're beautiful. You're blessed to have that beauty.
So what I think she should have said is, because I think there's a lot of women like her in her situation that have that beauty. There's not a lot of women like her that are that gorgeous.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we just got to be honest. Like, I'm not as gorgeous as Amber Rose. Like, we just gotta be honest, like, it's okay.
Whatever.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it.
You know, like, she's, like, really, really pretty. So, sometimes you'll see, like, those really attractive women, and you'll feel intimidated.
But still, if you saw that video, you'd say, why is she being so cocky?
Well, my thing is, and it to me, it just proves another point. Why feel intimidated? Because of the next person. Let me tell y'all something. For every beautiful person that everybody is running now, she can only have one man at a time. or you know what I mean, or
Right.
but you can't have. So if there's 700 guys in school, why is it like, oh my God, yeah, we might be attracted to, but how many? Even the guys are intimidated by it. So it'll be like, nah, I don't want to.
True.
There's gonna be a lot of guys that will not be able to, or not feel confident enough to even pursue her, you know, romantically and stuff like that. So my thing is like, you shouldn't even be worried about that person. Just make sure you feel pretty, make sure you feel good, and you know, block that out. Anyways, let's get to this next
So
the next
another
sorry.
person that's sorry and not sorry is Beyonce.
No.
So she
I told you them kids wasn't hers. I told you them kids wasn't hers. Okay.
Okay, so you know the Formation video, the song, it has a gay guy that's like voicing on the song, like, yes, baby, what happened to New Orleans and stuff like that at the beginning. So she took those clips from a guy named Messi Maya, and he was a guy that was pretty much on like YouTube. He was like a YouTube, you know, and he did he did a couple of videos on YouTube, and she just took clips of his voice and put it into her music. Now his estate is suing her for copyright infringement, and they're saying that those were actual projects that her brother, well, the sister is saying that was actual projects that her brother had, a series of videos, and they belong to him, you know, and so they feel like they need to receive some type of money, so they are asking for $20 million. Now, let me say this, it has another gay guy that did some things for Beyonce as well, but he's living, and he got a lot of publicity off of it, and he got like a reality show and stuff like that. So I think the issue here is that because this guy, Messi Maya, is not living, they haven't received anything from it. So the other guy, I don't think he received anything from Beyonce money-wise, but all the publicity that came with it caused him to have money. You understand what I'm saying?
You know what?
So I can understand why the state wants some type of funds from Beyonce.
Beyonce had the funds, you know, her and Jay-Z paying $400,000 just in rent from Malibu House right now. You know?
Yes. Okay, we gotta get into it. So, Beyonce filed a motion to kind of stop the lawsuit, but now the judge has denied that motion.
Wow.
So they have to now kind of take that to court and try to get it out. You know.
Horrible drama for your mama.
Drama for your mama. Now, Beyonce, you was telling me earlier that Beyonce and Jay-Z are still renting in Malibu. I thought they had bought a house though.
They bought a house, but when you have money, I guess you could do things like that. $400,000 per month for rent.
How about rent?
That's not
that's food. That's food. That's everybody walk in. That's your workers. Yeah, that's all.
So you was telling me that they're renting and they live next to this couple that they're doing like construction and stuff on their house. And apparently Beyonce and Jay-Z, they have the twins, and the construction is bothering the twins. And police have been called out there to Malibu Mansion a couple times because of the disturbance.
The neighbors are Brooke Burke and David Chavez.
What I be?
That's the neighbors.
Actors.
No, I'm saying the actors.
Yeah.
They're actors?
Yeah. Brooke Burke is actually, I believe she used to be like a model for like cars and things like that, something like that. But the thing about it is that they were there first. They were there first.
No, this is what you call karma. This is the rich black people move
next to the rich black people.
call it pushing up on your neighborhood. Oh man, so karma. Anyways, let's move on. That's horrible. Would you do that? Do you think she's wrong, Beyonce?
I think that she should move. I think, I feel like...
Yeah, Brooke needs to move. I think they should just get out the way.
No, I think Beyonce needs to move.
No, let's move Brooke. Twins are more important. I can't believe you're not on
the twins named Sir and Rumi?
Sir and Rumi.
No, but there's something that's bothering you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and you have the money to move. Like, I can understand you're uncomfortable in a place and stuff like that, but you can't... Like,
maybe they had it all planned out. Like they made the whole situation around that situation. Like, okay, we're gonna move the whole team over here. We're gonna work out of the studios in Hawaii, and we're gonna do everything over here while the kids get their first month or 2 months, of peace and stuff like that.
They ain't getting peace, so it's time
They ain't getting no peace, and now it's like, damn, I gotta move the entire team. I got this lease on that. I've already paid.
But what I'm saying is that like, if the people want to fix their house, you can't say no. You can't fix your house.
True.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna just say?
I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I'm bossed up. I got that kind of money. Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to stop construction. Matter of fact, go on a vacation, take my yacht to the French Riviera, and come back in a month or two. Okay?
Huh?
The twins are sleeping. Don't let me call the police on you again.
Maybe Beyonce has multiple homes. She can leave that home and go to another home for a couple.
And be harassed by paparazzi, because paparazzi have camped outside of these homes permanently.
Anyways, Drake's body stalker. Remember the girl that was sipping on the Sprite cans and stuff in his house and drinking all the stuff? She has returned. Yep. She has returned to his house. So
She likes it.
yeah, Drake's not having good luck with stalkers. Anyways, that is your rumor rundown. Again, it is brought to you by Seaside Market and Deli. Make sure you go and check them out. They're located across from Candidated Ballpark.
All right, so we're going with a poll. Who's the most apologetic, Rick Ross, Amber Rose, or Beyonce? Was anybody else apologetic?
Beyonce ain't apologizing for nothing.
So I thought you said she said.
She's gonna be sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, she's good.
If she gotta pay that $20 million, she's gonna be sorry. But she ain't
Okay.
apologizing. You'll see she tried to file motions to stop it.
Then we go over the is Venus Williams wrong? They say everybody 100% says to leave her alone. That's over with. So definitely, man. Go on Twitter right now on Big Fat Mornings on Twitter right now and go vote for our poll right now. Who's the most apologetic, Rick Ross or Amber Rose? 773 FM. Don't forget the Big Fat Morning Show's very own Rumor Rundown brought to you by Seaside Deli Market and Deli. 719 Deli is the numbers to call. We got more jams on the way. It's number one. I hope 95. Let me go. Hey! Come to the racetrack.